Alright, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to the channel. Now today is going to be a little bit different than my previous videos. This is going to be more of like a channel update, just to kind of bring you guys up to speed on what happened, as well as what's going to be going on with the future of the channel. And the biggest thing that's happened recently is I ruined my camera. So basically, we went on a 300-mile drive in the Impreza, and I was super excited. It was the first time I've taken this car on a road trip, and unfortunately, the camera got completely soaked. So basically what happened is I had it in my backpack and a can exploded and basically soaked everything in my backpack along with my camera. Now I was able to salvage the lens, thank God, and I'm actually using this lens right now. And I'm borrowing a Canon 7D, I think it is. Let me see. Yeah, Canon 7D from one of my old coworkers and good friends, Nick. If you're watching this, shout out to you for letting me use this temporarily until I get the funds to actually figure out either what's wrong with my camera or get a different camera completely. So there's been that going on. And if you've been wondering about the wagon, it's actually just been sitting out on the side of the shop. I've just been enjoying the legacy while I can, and that's actually my daily driver right now. And I'll give you guys a quick overview of the cars in a sec. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that it's been impossible for me to film something unless I wanted to do it on my iPhone. And I don't know, for me, like something on my channel is I definitely want to consider quality. I get that consistency is going to be a big thing in this YouTube game or whatever you want to call it. But I would much rather put out something that, has some like quality behind it. And I'm not even talking about like the actual camera equipment itself, but as well as just like the actual content itself. That's something that I always want to do. I don't want to BS you guys with like this super long vlog thing where it's just like me going to the store or something, for example, because that's just not me. And I'm not really into this like whole going out in public with the camera thing. I still think it's very weird talking to a camera, but I'm definitely getting a little bit better with it, and I'm still learning as I go. The good news is I'll be able to produce content now that I actually have a camera body, and we're back in business, which is super cool. Another thing too is just moved pretty recently. I'm not going to be moving away from the shop or anything. I'm still going to be coming here to work on the cars and stuff, but I have a different place that I live now. So I moved down to an apartment closer to the city, which is super cool. Just means a lot of things are changing for me. I'm looking for a new job and all this other stuff. So the YouTube's been just kind of being pushed to the side, and I do apologize for that. And I'm very appreciative of everybody that's been watching so far, because I don't know, I just would have never thought in a million years that anybody would be interested in this car rebuild stuff. Shout out to anybody that's like commented down below and stuff, and I think it's super cool. But anyways, let me stop the talking, and I'll give you an update quickly on the Legacy and the Impreza, as well as the other cars in the fleet. So it's actually pouring rain outside in typical Seattle fashion, so I'm gonna be putting this on real quick. Alright, so before we go outside, here's a quick look at the Miata. Poor thing's just been sitting inside. And I do apologize for all the rain noise in the background, but it's just pouring outside. This car hasn't been ran in quite some time. I took it out the other day, but it just doesn't get as much seat time as I want. And I'm just a little bit afraid about the soft top, because I know that the rain will definitely accelerate the wear on this guy. So I don't know, maybe in the future I get a hard top for this thing, but I definitely do want to hang on to it, at least until like the summertime or something, because I just don't think it's the best time to put a Miata for sale if I really wanted to get rid of it anyways. But I don't really have any intentions of doing that. I love this guy. So yeah, let's go outside real quick. Alright, so it looks like it stopped raining for a little bit. I don't know how much longer that's gonna last, but here's the Legacy. So this is actually the original front hood. Believe it or not. I know that it just rained, so it might actually look a little bit better than it does in real life, but trust me when I say this, it looks really good. So basically there's these creases in the hood that happen right here. So if you ever like get in an accident or something, what's gonna happen is it's gonna flex right here, and you can even see where the paint was chipping off a little bit. So what I was able to do is I was able to bring that back into shape so that it decreased the gap between the fender and the hood, and I think it looks awesome. And I was also able to take off the grill and pull this part out a little bit. Now, I know this is not like a 10 out of 10 or anything, but from what it was before, it looks really good. And I messed around a little bit with the latch, and I was able to get everything to line up perfectly. If you haven't seen what this car looked like before, I'd recommend checking out the videos that I've done on this car previously. And I mean, just some little things that I want to do. Like, I definitely want to polish the headlights, so I'm going to be making a video on that pretty soon. It looks like the driver's side is actually a little bit worse than the passenger side. I don't know why that is, but they are pretty foggy. The fog lights are actually in pretty decent shape, but I'd like to polish those up since I'm already going to be doing the front end anyways. And I mean, overall, it's been a wonderful daily driver. I really like the tint. I don't know, I just haven't had a car with tint in a really long time, and I just forgot how much I appreciate it. And it cleaned up really good. I do want to do an exterior detail as well, including, you know, like a clay and a polish and a wax to make it look nice. But I mean, even as the paint is right now, it's in pretty good shape, if I do say so myself. And I recently gave this car a detail on the inside, so what's great is it just really cleaned up. It wasn't anything too extensive. If you're definitely looking for some more like interior detailing tips, I'd recommend checking out my previous video where I did it on the green car, because that car was disgusting when I got it. So anyways, just to kind of give you a look on the inside, I love the fact that it has cup holders. If I don't have cup holders in my car, it sucks because I always end up putting them down here in the corner, and then when I'm driving it just goes flying around everywhere. And I know it's an automatic, but it's a daily driver. I don't expect it to be anything of a real performance vehicle, but I do see people build these things out, which is super cool. There's actually wiring for a subwoofer back here. And you know, I actually do have plenty of just like old speakers and subwoofers and amplifiers, and I'm kind of thinking maybe we could do like a DIY trunk subwoofer for you guys in a video. I think it'd be kind of cool. And there's definitely the trunk space for it. And it's unfortunate though, I'll probably have to sell this car pretty soon too, just due to the fact that I have way too many projects. And over here we got the car that started all, the beginning of the channel. I don't know, like, I have been enjoying this car, and I know that it might even be a little bit nicer of a car overall, but I don't know, I just have a real attachment to this guy. I just have so many memories with this car now, just like putting it back together. And it's kind of sad seeing it sit underneath the tree, but nothing's wrong with it. I just haven't been driving it. I wish I could, but at my new apartment I can only have one car there, so this one's just gonna be hanging out here for now. And I mean, yeah, got some goodies here. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned for this. There's just some tires. Also got some wheels over there. There's just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff here. Besides, you know, the project cars that we've had already, there's just been some past stuff also. So yeah, this is the wagon. I'll be driving it pretty soon. Alright, let's go out to the front real quick. And here's the WRX. Poor thing's been sitting for a little bit too. Now the timing belt tensioner has actually started making some noise, so something on my to-do list is I want to replace that. It'll be nice to get that over with just for some preventative maintenance as well. And again, I love this car to death. I'm a big fan of just Subaru wagons in general, but unfortunately I just really haven't had the time to dig into this since I've been working on the Legacy. So we'll have to stay tuned for that one. I don't know if you can see anything in there, but yeah. And there's the fleet right now. Alright, and I think I'm gonna end the video here. It just felt really good to tell you guys what's going on with me, because I know that I haven't been able to put out a video last week, and I was bummed out that I wasn't able to film. And it really sucks that I don't have a camera anymore, but we're definitely gonna change that pretty soon. I just have a lot of things that I need to budget my money for, as well as a lot of things that I need to get rid of. I got too much stuff and too many things to do all at once, and it's a little overwhelming. So bear with me, and you know, I know this isn't like my typical videos where, you know, I show you what I'm fixing and stuff like that, but I just want to give you guys an update, and I hope you guys can understand that. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.